Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Tuesday, July 20th, 2021. We are in the final hour of the trading day. As you know, the final hour of the trading day is my favorite time to make the majority of my buying and selling decisions for my swing trades. I say this because during the day you have the algorithms and you have the day traders. They are in control of the price during the day. At the end of the day, in the last hour, in particular in the last few minutes, the large financial institutions come in to make their buying and selling decisions. They're dealing with the most money. They have very smart people, best technology, best information, and their buying and selling takes control of the price away from the day traders and the algorithms. And because of the reasons I just mentioned, I consider what the large financial institutions do at the end of the day to be the most valid price to make your swing trades from off of those levels. So I think it's a long-term edge in your trading. Excuse me. So thank you all for coming today. I appreciate it. I always like to see everyone here. I look forward to this time of the day. I appreciate everyone's contributions, and I am very grateful that we have a nice forum where we can all get together and have a little trading community and trade ideas. So appreciate you coming here today. All right. Well, what a difference a day makes. The old saying says. Dow Jones currently up 584 points, up 1.72%. The NASDAQ up 256 points, up 1.8%. And the S&P up 71 points, up 1.68%. So big swing from yesterday's huge sell-off, big move up today. Pretty amazing stuff. I see a lot of green over on the board today, so we'll be checking that out, and glad everyone's making some money today. So here is the plan for today. First of all, we are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back, take a look at my current positions, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, and how I'm going to manage them going forward. I did have a day trade today on VIX that I will share with you after that. After that, we're going to go over to the board. We're going to take a look at everyone's current positions. Every single thing green over there except for one position, it looks like. So happy for everyone to have a good day, and we'll go through each one and we'll see how those are doing. After that, we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk a little bit about trader psychology. Always the most important skill in trading, in my opinion, is the ability to manage your emotions. In trading, very important. You do not want to become too depressed. You do not want to become too elated. You want to be able to position size correctly based upon the volatility. Keep your emotions in a good neutral state so you can follow your plan. So we'll talk a little bit about trader psychology. After that, I have gone down through my watch list. I have gone down through the results of Kamal Scanner. I have 3 requirements whenever I'm looking to enter a new trade. First, I need a confluence or a combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Secondly, I need a good risk to reward ratio, at least 2 to 1. So if I'm risking $1,000 to the downside, I need to be able to make at least 2,000 or more to the upside. And then number 3, I need to make sure I have a complete trading plan, regardless of what my position does. For me, that includes position sizing according to the volatility of the market, knowing what my maximum allowed stop is, knowing where my emergency stop is, knowing where my end of day stop is, knowing where my overhead intraday profit targets are, knowing where significant overhead resistance levels are, and as always having a good trailing stop plan or protocol in place in order to take advantage of any nice runs that you have in a position. So using those criteria, I have identified some end of day candidates. I'll go through each one. We'll look at the time frames. We'll look for confluences of signals. We'll analyze the risk to reward ratio. We'll keep in mind correlation of positions. I don't want to be too heavily correlated in any one position. You know that. I even like to go outside of equities such as bonds, gold, silver, dollar, so forth. All right, so if I find something at the end of the day that looks good, makes sense, I will purchase it right before the market closes. After the market closes, if anyone has any questions for me, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If you need clarification or anything, happy to do that as well. If there are any stock symbols that you would like me to look at, prior to the close, go ahead, put them in the live stream, put an emoji by it so I know it's time sensitive, and I will do my very best to get to it before the end of the day. And then lastly, if any of my students have any new entries or exits for me today, if you could please wait until the market is closed before you tell me about them, so that I'm done teaching, I'm done trading, pressure's off, and then we'll spend as much time as we need to get those taken care of, okay? So that's the plan for today. I am going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer here, and I will be back in about 40 seconds. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right, let's see who is here today. Appreciate everyone being here. John is here. Good to see you, John. Always nice to have John here. John says, hello, Greg and all. Kudos to Glenn, I think. Calling cycle turn first week June. Amazing how many charts peaked that very week. Yeah, I think that was Glenn. Glenn is very good at that big cycle kind of analysis, and I don't know if he's here today, but Glenn, way to go. Good call. Paxton is here. Hi, Greg and everyone. Hope you are having a great day. I am having a good day, Paxton. Hope you are. And I'd like to have everyone wish Paxton a happy birthday today. Paxton and I are friends on Facebook, and I saw that it is his birthday today. So you and Tracy's birthday is pretty close together, the dynamic duo. So happy birthday, my friend. Hope you're doing well, and hope you're having a good day in the market. But happy birthday. Johan is here. Hello, sir. Nice to see you, Captain. Hope you're having a good evening in Hong Kong. Steve Burns is here. Hello, traders. Bull's back in town today. Good to see you, Steve. Thank you, as always, for everything that you do for this channel. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you being here, and I know everyone else does as well. Yes, Bull's back in town today. After yesterday's sell-off, I'll tell you, I've been trading for 25 years. I'm still bewildered by these days. Did yesterday not happen? No one noticed that? Everyone forgot about that? But you never know, right? You just take your signals. Michael Wilkinson, aka Lova, is here. Mike, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. George is here. Hello, team. Nice to see you, George. Hope you are doing well wherever you are today. Dan says, hi, Greg and everyone. Hello, Dan. Good to see you, my friend. I always get good vibes from Dan. David is here. Nice to see you, Mr. David. Hope you are doing well. Stocks of Euphoria is here. Hello. Good afternoon. Jatin here. Jatin, how you doing? I got your message. I have not listened to your you're watching your video, but I do have it saved. I'm definitely going to watch that. And this Stocks of Euphoria is our friend Jatin, who was in here for a long time on a daily basis. And go check out his YouTube channel, Stocks of Euphoria. He does some good analysis. Tracy says, hi, everyone. Such a relief today after yesterday's yes. Yesterday was a hot mess for sure, Tracy. And hope you and Paxton are going out and doing something nice today for Paxton's birthday. Frank is here. Good to see you, Mr. Frank. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Tim says, hello, Greg and everyone. Big game tonight. Yes, it is, Tim. Looking forward to that. I like both teams. So you know what I told you last time. I just hope it goes to a game 7. And by the way, Tim, thank you for your analysis yesterday on AMD. We're just about to get to my current positions, but was a great analysis. And I have noticed, Tim, that your analysis is getting better and better. So congratulations, my friend, and nice trade for us on AMD. Michael, oh, that's a double hi, everyone, from Michael. Waterbender, hi, everyone. Hands up, waving right back at you, Waterbender. Michael says, happy birthday, Paxton. Tim says, happy birthday. Water says, happy birthday, Paxton. Stock says, made some great money yesterday in the downside, thanks to Greg Sir's mentoring and his disciplined trading. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. I am glad to hear that. Did you switch and go long today? Frank says, happy birthday, Paxton. Kamal is here. Hey, buddy, good to see you. Appreciate everything that you do for this channel. As always, Kamal, with your scanner and your input, and also, obviously, your friendship as well. All right, so we were just speaking about AMD. Tim had a nice call for us yesterday with an intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average, close back in the value zone, and a V1. Bought this yesterday at 86.41. Currently it is 87.67. It's up 1.26%. And Frank, David, and Ava are in this as well. No profit targets today, getting pretty close. I have one limit profit target in at 87.81. So with any luck, maybe we can get up there and take a few chips off the table. Caterpillar. I did buy Caterpillar yesterday along with the dynamic duo of Tracy and Paxton. Good confluence of signals under 30, over 30, under the 200, over the 200, under the negative third, over the negative third, about a 203.14. It's up 2.55% today alone. Did hit two profit targets today, one at 205.26 and one at 207.41. Orange line here is my trailing stop level. That's 1.5 ATRs from entry. Still has not got there yet, but once it does, I will go into trailing stop. But nice, beautiful day today there. SPY, well, happy, little disappointed. Kind of wish I had not put in my sell at the open order. No, I'm kidding. That's just how this stock trading approach goes. I do buy the SPY every day at the close. I hold it overnight. I take the overnight risk. I sell it first thing the next morning. I did buy it yesterday at 424.97. Sold it this morning at 425.73 for a nice little overnight gap trade. All right, VIX. I did have a one day trade today on VIX. Nothing to write home about. I did buy VIX here on the 5-minute. We broke above the 200. Did not want to buy that at that chasey level. Came back down, pretty much tested the 200 plus a V1. Gave me a better risk to reward ratio. I bought at 32.47. 2 bars later, had a big up bar. I did sell half, luckily at 32.69. And then next bar, I survived the 200-day moving average. Next bar closed below. So I made from 32.47 up to 32.69 as the gain. I lost from 32.47 down to 32.28 as a loss. Just about break even on the trade. But it's a good, it's a good example of why I like to take profits when I have them. If it would have kept going up, I still would have been glad, but I'm glad I unloaded half here, turn into a break-even trade instead of a losing trade by just holding the full position all the way down and then taking a loss. Obviously, that doesn't happen all the time. But anyway, that's it as far as day trades go. So let's get over. Let me make sure of something. All right, I will figure it out later. Okay, here we go. Boeing, look at Kamal with an intraday trade today. He bought at 207. It's 216.48. It's up 4.73% today alone. And Kamal, from entry to exit on the same day, on a day trade, up 4.57%. Way to go, Kamal. Beautiful, beautiful trade. And I imagine he'll be morphing that into a swing trade. Imagine, not sure. He'll have to tell me. Dash. Yes, Steve took the 520 crossover yesterday. 520 crossover yesterday, bought it at 174.99. It's 179.69. It's up 2.39% today alone and up 2.34% on the trade, it looks like. So way to go, Steve. Way to take your signals. Beautiful, beautiful trade there. Sony. Tracy and Paxton bought Sony yesterday with the deep dip buy down, the 200-day moving average. They bought it at 98.40. It's currently 99.41. Nice example of an intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average. Came back and back tested it, moved up again. So up on the day and up on the trade. I still have the Dynamic Duo and Jonathan in CoStar Group. Bought that at 87.43. Believe Jonathan bought that with the with the close above the 200-day moving average, and also there was a 520 cross in there. That is, I actually had to get out yesterday, but the rules that I was using was a close under the 200, the Dynamic Duo, and I think Jonathan were using the 520 crossover rules, which kept them in. So sometimes some approaches, have different exit strategies, and sometimes they work for you and sometimes against. But this is up 3.9% today for Paxton and Tracy and Jonathan, and it is up 1.93% on the trade. So way to go. Very, very nice. Go is going. Steve bought Go yesterday under 30, over 30. 995. It's 1046. It's up 4.7% today alone. Steve, beautiful trade. Way to go. CLB, Michael bought Core Laboratories. I don't know if Michael's still in this, but I have him in here at 36.90. Move sideways up and then close below. I think I got out there. Continue down up today, but if Michael is still in this trade, I'm not sure if he is. I kind of doubt he is, but this is nicely up on the day, but a little down on the trade. Airbnb, Kamal, another beautiful trade from Kamal. Under 30, over 30, rejection of the negative third ATR channel. Entered at 131.90. It's 136.98. It's up 3.87% just today, and up that much on the trade as well. I was hoping we could run the table here, but there is one down position here. Jonathan bought SSRM under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third with the V2, bought at 15.59, moved up beautifully, did take half profit off here after reaching 1.5 ATR trailing stop level and closed below the previous day's low. Last couple days not been so kind, a little bit underwater on the day, a little bit underwater on the remaining shares that he has left, but I believe, well, I'm certain, profitable on the trade because of his scaling out and because of his trailing loss protocols that he had in place where he got rid of half here at profitable levels. So way to go, everybody. Very, very nice. All right. Ava is here. Happy birthday, Paxton. I agree. Happy birthday. Nice to see you, Ava, as well. Stocks Euphoria says shop looks good today. Very, very strong there. Nice V1 bullish engulfing bar yesterday. False breakout to the downside. Yeah. Yep. I don't know how much of a feat it's going to be to get above this big bar here. I don't know. Shop's very strong, but yes, that is doing well today. Steve Burns says ARKK back above the 200-day moving average. That is true. Offers a good risk to reward ratio. Let me write that one down, Steve. I like that a lot. Let me do a little math. And we'll put that on the list. Okay. Paxton says, we are not in Sunny. That is Ava. In what? Oh, Sony. Sorry, Ava. I'll get this taken care of. Okay, magical. It is now Ava. Stock says, sir, can Airbnb be called a double bottom? No. I mean, are we going back to this bottom over here? Too far away. I consider double bottoms, I mean, in the big sense, yes, but the best double bottoms, in my opinion, come within 30 days. There's been some testing on that, within 30 days. This is much longer than 30 days. So, I mean, yes, technically it's a double bottom. It's not a double bottom with the, a little bit of a double bottom with the bullish divergence, but it's too far away to make sense. It's too far away to be relevant, in my opinion. Steve says, Facebook and SPY both bounced at their 50-day moving averages. Yes, they sure did. Yes, they did, for sure. FCX got back over 30 RSI. Yes, it did. It did. Has earnings in a couple days, just to be aware of. But yes, it went under 30, back over 30, and back over the negative 30 ATR channel. David says MELI. I think I have that on my list. I'm not sure. No, I don't. Yeah, that looks good. V2 closed back above the 200-day moving average. Stronger volume today than yesterday. On the weekly, hanging in the value zone. Looks pretty good. Pretty good risk to reward ratio there as well. Okay. Give me a second to grab a little drink of water here. Okay. All right. Back ready to go. All right. Well, listen, everyone, there's a lot of things to look at today. But before we start looking at that potential end of day trade, trader psychology to me is the most important topic of this podcast every day, right? We look at charts, we look at entries, confluence, the signals, all that kind of stuff. It is important, no doubt about it. But as you know, the power, the superpower of being able to control your emotions and trade according to your plan is a big one, and we all need to develop it. We all need to get better at it. There's some really good Facebook and Twitter channels out there that do an excellent job of speaking about it every day. Trading Composure, at Trading Composure on Twitter, one of my favorites. If you have not subscribed to him, you really should. He gets really granular into the nuances of trading psychology, and I read every one of his posts. So let's see what Trading Composure has to say today. Traders with domain expertise, experience, and process will generally make more profitable decisions than traders trading on instinct and intuition alone. So, there's kind of two ways to trade. There's mechanical and there's discretionary. And, those are broad terms. But what Trading Composure is talking about is that having expertise, experience, and an actual process, which would make it more mechanical, generally make more profitable decisions than traders that just trade on instinct and intuition alone, or in other words, just discretionary traders. Look, there's some great discretionary traders out there. There's no doubt about it. But, I think the numbers show that if you have an actual process, if you have an actual trading strategy, by the numbers, if it does, if then statements, if it does this, then I'm going to do that. If it does that, then I'm going to do this. It's shown that those traders generally do better over the people that just kind of trade from their gut with instinct and intuition. So, I'm more of the former. I obviously have some expertise. I have a lot of experience, and I have processes that I'm pretty good at following. And those processes have worked out well for me. Dr. Alexander Elder, more of a discretionary trader, although he does use some mechanical entries. It's like Steve. Steve is a perfect example of that. Steve uses pretty much mechanical entries like under 30, over 30, under 200s, over 200 crossover, but then he takes control of the trade after that and trades it discretionarily. So, but try to have a plan together, try to follow it. In the long run, you're probably going to do better than just shooting from the hip. So thank you, Trade and Composure. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good day. Appreciate all the great information that you have on your channel. And please go over to Trade and Composure and follow him at Trade and Composure over on Twitter. Jonathan is out of SSRM. I kind of figured you would be, Jonathan. Hope you're doing well. So let's clear the board up. Get rid of all this stuff. GSPS, GP, I mean. All right. Darn it. Wish you were still in that one. In Caterpillar. Nice. Glad to have you in that with us. All right. And Airbnb along with Kamal. Way to go. Way to go. And good seeing you. Hope you're having a good evening in Ireland. Stock says ALGN looks great, forming higher structure in a transition phase since February 2021. There's a V1 there today for sure. Looks like a 520 crossover as well. Looks very strong there. Timothy says Carg Genius, huh? It does have a V1. Now, Tim, you know that for me, this is a little too high. I mean, this could keep going up. Who knows? But it is a bullish engulfing bar. It is a V1. But I'm not going to take a V1 or V2 over the green line because it's over the value zone, hence overvalued. Frank says, did I miss the poem? Oh, I did. If anybody sees me miss that, please remind me, because sometimes these things scroll and I don't see them very well. All right. Let's give it a shot here. All right. Some pitch trading as a get-rich scheme or as a ticket to a lottery dream. But real-life traders know that's just a movie theme. We know process, plans, and patience will always reign supreme. Well, as always, Frank, totally on point, absolutely perfect. Let's read it one more time. Some pitch trading as a get-rich scheme or as a ticket to a lottery dream. But real-life traders know that's just a movie theme. We know process, plans, and patience will always reign supreme. Can we give Frank a hand on that one? I mean, how good is that? And it's so true. You know, in real life, trading is about process and plans and patience. In the movies, you know, it's a get-rich trading scheme where people are yelling, buy, sell, blah, 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 right? It's not like that, everybody. It's fun for movies, but not in the real world. Frank says, or Dan says, Frank mesmerizing. Johan wants to look at INSG. Oakley dokley. Looks like an under 30, over 30. Yes. Under 30, over 30. Technically a bullish engulfing bar. Rejection to the negative third ATR channel. Yeah, very nice. $8 stock. Not too thrilled about that. Weekly confluence of signals holding the -1 ATR channel on the week, which is good. Up nicely today. Steve says Monster Beverage has a new 5-1050 EMA cross. All right, let's put that down here. And we will take a look at that in a second. All right, Tracy wants to look at Qualcomm. Yep. Over the 200-day moving average. Was over yesterday. Would have given a little better risk to reward ratio. Edit. Yeah, I guess over the 250-day moving average, right? Come on. There's the 250 hanging over it. Good risk to reward ratio for sure. I like the weekly. I like to pull back into the value zone. Yeah, that looks like a Kamal trade. Red on the day though. That's a little concerning. Frank says, funny fact, Britain's Queen Elizabeth became a trained truck mechanic at 16. I knew that actually. So the Queen of England was a trained truck mechanic. INSG, I think we just looked at that one. Nice poem. Frank says, thank you, Waterbender. Stocks of Euphoria says, from the books of Tom Williams, VSA, we can see a good buying climax in mRNA. It can be a further confirmed tomorrow. mRNA. Yeah, who knows? Down today. That looks a little toppy to me, though. Rejection of the 6th ATR channel. A lot of selling up there, but who knows? Steve says SE has a 520 cross. Let's put that in the list for Steve. All right, we'll save those, and we're just about to get those. Thank you very much, Steve. All right, a lot of people throwing these at me. I'm going to start running out of time, I think. So let me get to what we have, because I think maybe we'll be okay. Bluebird under over 30. Yes, under over the -3rd, over the -3rd. A lot of signals today, everyone. Lots of signals. V1 on the weekly as well. COPX. All right. Then I've got to get moving. One more. Yeah. Bullish engulfing bar, rejection of the 200-day moving average. Pretty good, $34 stock. Let's look over on the weekly. Not thrilled about the weekly there. It's stuck between the -1 ATR channel and the -2 ATR channel. Okay, let's get moving. Okay, here is Boeing. Boeing, great day today. Under the 250, over the 250. Yeah. That is a signal, but look, we have the 200-day moving average up here as resistance. It's a long ways down to the 250. You know, if you got it at the price Kamal did at 207, it makes sense. But to enter a new trade here, I don't think I would do it. If it were me, I would probably wait for a close back over the 200-day moving average at the least, so that I can get that support of the 200 below me instead of above me like it is right now. IWM, excuse me, under 30, over 30, we're at a 43.27 RSI. You know, does that make sense for me to buy that? No, it doesn't. I mean, it did go under 30, over 30, which is, you know, that's good for sure. That's great. But the risk to reward, in my opinion, just does not make sense here. So I'm going to let that one go as well. Tesla had a V1 very close to the AMD setup yesterday that Tim pointed out to us. Had a V1 close back over the 200-day moving average yesterday. Would I buy it today? Probably not. Probably not, although it has a 520 crossover, 654.11, 653.57. Let me see. I have time, right? Let me just back test that. I didn't notice that. I thought that was over the 200. So that is a new signal. And let's try Tesla. TSLA. And the 520. All right, here we go. Yeah, it does back test well. Here we go. I'm using this from etfreplay.com by permission. I'm testing Tesla on the 520 EMA crossover. Run the back test, and you can see using the entries with the 5 crossing over the 20 did produce a 3,963.8% back test. Not as good as buy and hold, and interestingly enough, the drawdown was larger on the back test, which you don't see very often, but that does confirm, right? That does confirm that that is a decent entry point. As far as an entry point in the value zone, I kind of like it. So, 520 crossover, that looks like it's valid from a back testing perspective. Earnings coming up next week though, so please keep that in mind as well. XLE, under 30, over 30. Energy sector has really gotten beat up here recently. As you can see, we do have an under 30, over 30. It's a 30.23, so it's barely over the 30. So could be a decent risk to reward here. Let's check the weekly. Weekly bounced off the negative 50. The negative 50, the 50 EMA here. So I do kind of like that. So I do quite like XLE here, as a matter of fact, with the good risk to reward ratio. Exxon, very similar. I wouldn't buy them both because they're both in the same industry. Under 30, over 30. Let's check the weekly. Weekly has earnings coming up though. I'd probably stick with XLE on that one. Monster Energy has a 1050 EMA crossover that Steve discussed. That does back test well, so that's also a potential. And let me do a little back test, or not back test, but let me do a little math on that. Okay, we got that. SE, Steve just talked about SE with the 520 EMA crossover. Let's look over on the weekly. Kind of, range bound here, but above the 1 ATR channel on the weekly. Up nicely today, 3.46%. That may have some room to run as well. WBA, I've been watching WBA, kind of stuck between the negative third ATR channel and 200. I'd like to see this just close above the 200. LYV, I like. Live Nation, close under the 200, close over the 200, under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third. I do quite like, where did it go? LYV, I quite like that, actually. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So LYV is a possibility. OKTA, looks like we have a 520 crossover and a close back above the 200-day moving average. That all looks good. Let's do a quick back test and see if, what is this? OKTA. I think I've tried this one before. I don't think I can back test this one. Oh no, I can. All right, let's back test it, see what it looks like. Ah, back test is 202.9% compared to 865. So 520 crossover has produced positive results. Strange though, maximum drawdown is larger than buy and hold. So that is still a possibility. I think Ava pointed that one out, but I like the confluence of the crossover and the 200-day moving average, although we are right back into the resistance levels back here where it failed, which is kind of concerning for me for the market in general. Here's TripAdvisor, of course, the leisure, travel and leisures, all doing very well today. Bullish engulfing bar up 4.38%. Do I want to buy this here? It's under 30, over 30. Well, V1 on the weekly as well. It's not bad. I gotta say, it's a little chasey, but it's not bad. ARKK, Steve pointed this out. Close under 200, back over 200. That is a good risk to reward ratio right there. And then Jets. Well, the airlines have been beat up so significantly. Yesterday, it just looks like things were falling off a cliff. But as happens, close back above the 250-day moving average. Let's back test that. Jets, which is the airline ETF. Let's back test it and see what it looks like. No. Negative 3.1%. Oh, wait. I need to do the 250, right? $250 still down. So with that being said, not going to buy that over the 250-day moving average. So let me get my potentials together. XLE, TRIP, LYV, ARKK, and MSTR look like my potentials today. All right, let me take a quick look at current positions. AMD up nicely, still not a profit target, but very close. Missed it by about 5 or 6 cents here, but maybe at the end of the day, that one's doing well. Caterpillar up up $4.88, up 2.45 with that intraday rejection of the 200 and under 30, over 30, and negative 30 ATR channel. So that all looks good. Doesn't seem like I have to do anything there. Of course, SPY, buying SPY here at the close, holding it overnight, selling it first thing tomorrow morning. All right, so let's get back over to potentials here. Atex is here. Good to see you, Atex. Murit, hey, what's going on? I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you've been doing well. There's Lilia. Hi, Lilia. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope the dogs are doing well. And the rabbit, Tracy said SRCE on the 200, but has earnings in two days. SRCE. Yeah, not a lot of volume. Only 45,000 shares traded. So for me, I wouldn't get involved with that just for that reason. And two, you do have earnings coming. So, yeah, that's something I probably wouldn't be interested in. George says, hi, Greg. Uber, have a good V2, just under value zone. Weekly, have a decent V1. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, it is a V2. It comes from a lower low. I don't really like that. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly has a V1. You are correct. It's okay. I don't think I would do anything with it here. I don't like lower low V2s, unless it comes with an under 30, over 30, something like that. I would probably pass on that one. Looks like we're having some resistance at the 5-day EMA. Of course, I don't know what happens. This could just go up, but I'm just giving you, my best analysis. Yep, it's a V2 for sure, but it comes from a lower low, and it's moved a couple days up here. So, if I was skimming through charts, this would probably not catch my attention. But good analysis. Way to see those V1s and V2s, right? All right, let's look. XLE, I do like the index. It's an index. It's gotten beat up. It's 30-29, giving a really good risk to reward ratio. So XLE is definitely on my kind of short list for today. Trip, I think I'm going to leave Trip alone. It's a little extended. If it came back and tested the 250, that would give me a better risk to reward ratio. So I think I'm gonna leave that one alone. LYV, I like the risk to reward ratio on LYV, so I will keep that as a potential. ARKK, let's look over on the weekly. We're right at the halfway of the down bar last week. I think I will leave that one alone. And then MNST has a 1050 EMA crossover, also has a 1050 EMA crossover, also has a V2. This big old bar here scares me a little bit. And we're on the weekly, we have the big down bar. We're right at about halfway. So I think I'm going to leave that one alone. So I like XLE here today, as long as it holds above the 30 RSI. And I like LVY. And I like them both, actually. So for me, I'm probably going to take a half a position in both. Okay. So I like both of these. I'm not going to take full positions on both, but I'll take a half a position on XLE with an under 30, over 30, and I'll take a half a position on LYV with the under 200, over 200, under the 30, over the 30, and the under the negative third, over the negative third. Okay, so that's my plan for today. All right, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna grab a drink of water and take care of something, and I will be right back. Okie dokie. Okay, here we go. So XLE and LYV. XLE. XLE. LYV. Nope. LYV. Okay. All right. I like both of these. I like XLE as long as it closes above the 30 RSI. On LYV, I like as long as we close above the 200-day moving average. So I'll just probably have to wait and watch those and see what they do. Okay, so Steve is long. I'm now long the following positions. Steve went long Monster, MNST, Monster Energy Drink, with the 1050 crossover at 93.93. That's what he bought today. He also bought SE with the 520 crossover, 282.28. And AGQ. Oh, I didn't see AGQ. Let's take a look at AGQ, everybody. We had an under 30, over 30. Yes, we did. Very good call there, Steve. Under 30, over 30 on AGQ. That's double leverage silver. You know, I talk about getting outside of equities. So very good, Steve. Very nice. And Steve also bought UTZ with the 520 crossover here as well. So Steve went long MNST. He went long today SE. He also went long double leverage silver, AGQ with the under 30, over 30. And he also went long UTZ at 23.53 with a 520 crossover. Excellent, my friend. Very nice. And I'm looking at XLE with an under 30, over 30. We had a gap down. You know, there's been a back test. If you have a big gap down within the next 3 days after the gap down, if you can break above the gap down high. So here's the gap down. Here's the day. Here's the high. We moved back above it. That is a strategy in itself. So the under 30, over 30, and having a gap down with a move of the price above the gap down days high. That is another thing that my eye picked up. And then LYV here, under 30, over 30 as long as it holds the 200-day moving average. And by the way, again, I'm buying half positions on these. All right, Boeing making a high on the day. Congratulations, Kamal. Airbnb doing very, very well. GoGo is doing well for Steve. Dash is doing well for Steve. VIX, big down day after that huge move up yesterday. So hanging at the 5 EMA, that's somewhat interesting. All right, so XLE may or may not close over the 30. I'm just going to have to watch it. All right, Dow's up 590, NASDAQ's up 250 almost. That's insane. That's pretty crazy. All right, so XLE is now underneath. If it is underneath, I will not buy it, and then I will buy a full position on LYV. Full position if XLE doesn't. So I have to have my numbers ready and close. Let's see. Maybe both of them will untrigger. I don't know. XLE is under. All right, I'm going to go ahead because I'm running out of time here. I am going to buy full position in LYV. As long as it holds above. What are we at? 76.83. We're at 76.94. How long do we have? 4.5 minutes. I guess I'll probably just hang out here and wait. It's 10 cents. VIX looks like it's running on up there. Still under the 30 on XLE. Okay, what's going on? XLE still under. LYV holding. Ooh, LYV still holding by 7 cents. What's the spread on this? A penny? All right, we'll see. I'm kind of glad I waited. XLE is definitely still under the 30. VIX going up. Where's my number? I can't see anything now. Okay. 1 minute to go, everyone. All right, so I just bought LYV, and I think I'm just going to let XLE alone. It's not quite over 30 anyway, so just went with LYV. Oh, energy might... No, it didn't. It closed under. All right, good. Done and done. Okay, so let me see where I got filled here today. I got overnight SPY trade at 431.06 and LYV at 76.98. I have an F-35 going over my house. You can probably hear it. All right, so LYV is 76.98. And SPY is 431. What a day. 431.06 on the overnight SPY trade. All right, and I will sell that tomorrow morning. All right, so listen, if any of my students have any new entries or exits for me today that they would like me to get up on the board, this is the time to do it. Go ahead, put them in the live stream, and I will get them all taken care of momentarily. First, just a little bit of business. Just want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I teach a really good course, 15 total hours. Each session is 3 hours. There are 5 sessions. That's where you get your 15 hours. I teach you everything I've ever learned about trading in the last 25 years. I teach you all 5 of the stock trading approaches that I use, that I can use in about any market. I teach you them step by step. And when we're done with each session, you should have a very good understanding of how to trade that strategy. I put a lot of work into trading, teaching my students how to trade. It's very important to me that they succeed. So I do burn a lot of calories, and I'm very patient, and just want my students to do well. So I think, learning one-on-one from your teacher or your mentor is the best way to learn anything, and that's why I structure them that way. So the price of the course is $1,750, but in my opinion, it is worth every single penny and more. You will become a better trader, and I will teach you good, time-tested principles of trading, and of course the 5 different approaches. So if you're interested, send me an email. Email's in the link of the description of this video. Just in the email, say, hey Greg, potentially interested in taking your course. I will say great. Let's get a Skype call together. On the Skype call, I just like to learn more about you. You can learn more about me. I like to learn about your trading, your trading goals, your challenges, and it's a really good time for you to ask me any questions about the course on that call as well. And then when you're done with the call, think about it as long as you want. And if you decide one day, hey, I do really want to become a better trader, I want to learn this skill, then just email me back and we'll get the lessons scheduled and started. Number 2, I do have a really good online video course on udemy.com. I teach the deep dip by stock trading strategy, which is a really good strategy. It's a very good course, 9.5 hours of video, 15 study guides, 26 videos total. And in it, I teach you step by step how to use the deep dip by stock trading strategy. It's only $12, I think $12 or $15 on udemy.com. So it's the best $12 or $15 you will ever spend. And I think one of the best things about that course is you can take it and then you can pop over here to the live stream and just ask me questions while you're taking the course. All right. And the link's in the description there. And lastly, as always, I would appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button today. It helps to build the channel, keep the channel around, let YouTube know that there's some valuable content here. So if you have hit it already, thank you very much. If you haven't, I would really appreciate it if you could before you click on out of here. Okay, let's get back to business. All right, so Steve is long Monster, MNST. And Steve is long Monster with the 1050 EMA crossover. And Steve went long at 93.93. Steve with the 1050 EMA cross. Okay. And then we've also got SE. We've also got SE. $282.82. I'm sorry, 282.28. 282.28. All right, and that is Steve with the 520 crossover. Okay. We've got AGQ. It's been a while since we've had a metal, huh? Then under 30, over 30. Good eye on that, Steve. And Steve bought AGQ double leveraged at 41.64. So got a good price on that. And then we had one more thing, right? Oh, UTZ. UTZ. And UTZ was bought at 23.53. And that's Steve with the 520 crossover. Okay. Okay. Now, Jonathan bought SE as well, a half position. Okay. And 1/2 INSG. That's also a halfer. Okay, very good. Good luck. Good luck on that to you, Jonathan. Stocksy Vore says Dow looks like it might be revisiting 3420 levels. What are we at now? Oh, you think it's going to go down? Maybe. I don't know. This bounce is a little concerning to me today, to be honest with you. There's a lot of motions that got revved up yesterday, and now it's right back up, and I don't know. That's just my gut, but who knows? Johan is in INSG. Okay. And AGQ. Very nice. David is in Meli, M-E-L-I. Okay, Dave, got you there. Kamal is in INSG. And edit. With the close over the 200-day moving average. Okay. Paxton is an LYV. Happy birthday again, Paxton. Okay, dynamic duo in AGQ. Dynamic duo. ALV. ALV. ALV, right? Okay. Right. And by the way, tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you, if I'm going to do the podcast tomorrow. I thought I'd be able to. I'm just not sure with my schedule and my flights whether I'm going to be able to do it or not. So if I'm here, I'm here. If I'm not, then you know where I am. I will be back next Monday. So I think the chances are pretty good I will be here tomorrow. Just depends on a couple things. If I am, I'll be here tomorrow, but I won't be here Thursday and Friday. But there's a possibility I'm not going to be here tomorrow as well. So I don't know, but I will be back next Monday regardless, which is the 26th. So I'm out going to visit Kamal, and we're working on a couple little trading things, which should be interesting, and looking forward to that. So maybe it's here tomorrow, not 100% sure, but for sure, not going to be here Thursday and Friday. Frank is in a half position of LYV. Okay. Stocks Euphoria says, thank you everything, sir. God bless you. God bless you as well. And go and check out Jatson's channel there, Stocks of Euphoria. I'm going to be listening to that as well. Excuse me, Paxton says, thanks everyone for the birthday wishes. Have a great day. You as well. Paxton says, ALV lost to 200 right after I bought at the bell. Yeah, I saw that. Ava is in Melly. Is that one half? Yeah, Ava's in a halfie. Oops. Ava, one half. Okay. Waterbender says, otherwise what? Oh, otherwise have a good trip. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'm looking forward to that trip. Let's see what's going on after hours. VIX is down a little, SPY's up a little. All right. DIA is up a little. All right. All makes sense. Thank you, Johan. Appreciate that. So yeah, I just don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to the airport if I do the podcast. I don't know. Can't miss the flight, so I'll just have to play it by ear, I guess. Listen, before I go, just want to read this. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. This is by Martin Kornfeld. It's a good saying, everyone. It's pretty simple. Just try to go out of your day or out of your way just each day and just do one simple, nice thing for another human being. And if you could also do it for an animal, that will be twice as good. The human would appreciate it. The animal would appreciate it. It'll make them feel good, make you feel good. And maybe one day when you need it, somebody will be there for you. So always like to leave off with this saying. Thank you, Martin Kornfeld. So, okay. Well, I think that's it for today. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Be good, be safe, drive safe. Look for me tomorrow, possibly. And if not, then I'm not here. You know, I'll be gone Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll see you next Monday. Or if I am here, I'm going to have to do the podcast and get out of here quick after so I can make it there. And definitely not here Thursday and Friday. So, all right. If anyone has any other questions or comments or jokes, haikus, poems, Waterbender says, is there a dollar value that you recommend? Well, no, I don't do anything with dollar values, Waterbender. I mean, let's look at Melly right here. So first, what I have to do is I have to come up with my maximum allowed loss. Good rule of thumb, 1%. So if I have $100,000 in my trading account, 1% of that's $1,000. So $1,000, I divide it by the value of the 2 ATR. This helps you adjust for volatility. So 2 times the ATR is 89.20. So I take $1,000 divided by 89.20. That would tell me to buy 11.2 shares. So I would just round it off to 11 shares. But when I say a half position, this is a full position, you know, based upon the $1,000 maximum allowed loss. This is a full position. But if I were to take a half position, I would just take the full position amount, which is 11.2, divide it by 2, and it would tell me to buy 5.6. So I'd round that up to 6. So that's what I mean. So again, a good rule of thumb, not everyone uses the same percentage, but a good rule of thumb is like 1% of your total capital. So if you have $100,000, it's 1%. If you have $500,000, it's 1%, right? 1% divided by the value of the 2 ATR, it's going to be different on every stock. It just depends on the volatility. Like here on AGQ, it's 286. So, you know, if it was $100,000, 1% is $1,000 divided by 2.86, it would tell me to buy 350 shares. And if I want a half position, then it would not be this. It would be half of that. So it would be 175 shares. So that's what I mean. So I don't use dollar amounts. Well, I use a maximum allowed loss, and then I divide that by the value of the 2 ATR, which is the volatility, which tells me how many shares to buy. Hope that made sense there, Waterbender. Michael says, any thoughts in general about today? It was such a green day that risk to reward looked bad on a lot of stocks. Have you ever sat out a day like this for that reason? Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm a little concerned about this rally. Huge down day yesterday. Looks like it was overdone. Big up day today, but you know, a lot of people made a lot of money that bought yesterday, probably giving them some temptations to maybe want to sell into this. I don't know. I mean, you know, why did we go down yesterday? What was the driving force and why we went down? Did that get erased today? Why did we go back up today? You know, obviously I don't know. I wish I knew. You know, if I knew, I'd make a lot of money, but I don't like bounces. I don't like V's. I don't like V's, which sounds ironic because I trade V1s and V2s all the time, but I don't like this major down and right back up. So yeah, I mean, that's why I was a little conservative today with LYV, just a good risk to reward ratio. But yeah, I'm 100% on the same page with you, Michael. Jonathan says, cheers, guys. Good to see you, Jonathan. Have a nice evening. Ava says, thanks, Greg. And everyone, nice to see you, Ava. Waterbender says, I see now. Okay, good. Hope so. Hope that helps. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here, go for a hike. Enjoy the rest of your day. Maybe I see you tomorrow. Maybe I don't. If I'm here and have it, I will have the link up. And if I'm not, you'll know where I am. And, you know, if I don't see you tomorrow, you know, be careful, right? Do your analysis. Position size for that volatility. Make sure you know what your maximum allowed loss is. Know where your emergency stop is. Know where your end of day stop is. That's the most important. What you do to the upside, less is important, but it is very important to position size and keep those losses small. So if I don't see you tomorrow, you know, just do your homework and look for those good risk to reward ratios. All right. Okay, everyone. Maybe see you tomorrow, maybe not, but have a great day. On the way out, here, I have to run the U.S. legal disclaimer, and if I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you for sure next Monday. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.